What's up everyone, Terraquake here, and welcome back to our Pokemon Y walkthrough. In the last episode, we made the long trek up Victory Road, and that's about it. Took down a ton of trainers, and now we're here at the Pokemon League, which you can see right there. This may be the biggest Pokemon League in terms of building size out of any game, because this thing is just massive. Now, you can walk up to these main doors. You won't actually go straight into the Elite Four, though. There's like a little hallway type of area coming up. But yeah, this is what we're doing today. We're taking down the first two Elite Four members. If you don't know, with most of my walkthroughs, I've always split up the Elite Four. I do 2 members, then next episode 2 members, and then I leave the champion for its own episode. But yeah, these two people are sort of just going to tell you a little bit about the Elite Four, just in case you already didn't know. And then you can take either hallway, and at this point, make sure you are prepared, because once you walk through, you will not be able to go back. So, let's head on inside. And this will take you to a different sort of room. You can see the door shuts behind you. Now, Pokemon X and Y sort of took after the Unova games, where you can take on any Elite Four trainer in a row. And I'm sure Malva right here is about to explain that to you. So, yeah, she's one of the members. She is a Fire-type user. And funnily enough, this is who we're going to take down first. Or hopefully take down, that is. But yeah, there's a cool theory about Malva being a part of Team Flare, or maybe it's confirmed, I don't know, but I've heard about that before. But yeah, there's 4 different chambers, and when you're ready to take on one, step on the little blue thing in the middle, and there'll be some like giant cool animation that happens with each of the rooms. So there's a Fire, Steel, Dragon, and Water type user are the 4 members. So, you know, maybe choose what you match up against best first. For Malva here, I'm legitimately just hoping that Greninja can sweep, because she is the Fire-type user after all. So, I don't know. We will see. We shall see. But yeah, she's like sitting here on her throne looking bored. Like, okay, I'm about to just... If you're bored that I'm coming in here to battle you, I'm gonna... No, I'm smoking you. But, yeah, now, the funny thing is, I said this is the biggest Elite Four building-wise, but they actually only feature 4 Pokemon per team. I mean, usually it's 5, but, nah, they only feature 4, so... I guess that should make things a little bit easier. Now, what I did off camera is I used a couple rare candies. I think it was Avalugg and Florges to level 61, since that's where everyone else was. But other than that, I didn't do any extra training. So we are technically going in here under-leveled, but down goes Pyroar. Remember, that's a Fire normal type, knowing the moves Hyper Voice, Noble Roar, Flamethrower, and Wild Charge. So watch out for water types. That thing does have Wild Charge, but fortunately we one-shot it. So here comes Talonflame, Fire Flying type. Rock probably works best. And it's got Brave Bird, Quick Attack, Flare Blitz, and Flail. So the best thing it can do to me is Brave Bird, which does a lot of damage. This is her ace. All the Elite Four members will have teams at level 63, and then their ace will be 65. But yeah, down it goes to 1 Surf. Thank you, Greninja, for just being a beast. Now, Torkoal here is going to come out. This is her only plain Fire type. It doesn't have Drought, though, thank goodness, because that would weaken my water moves. For moves, it's got Curse, Flame Wheel, Stone Edge, and Earthquake. And there is Earthquake right there. Okay, is that going to knock me out? I know it's... Oh, yes, we live with 6. She's going to use a full restore, as you should probably expect with all the Elite Four members. But yeah, Torkoal I feel like is more of a special attacker. Earthquake's not even stab. But she does try to have good type coverage, as you can see. You know, if you have a rock type out there, might want to watch out for that. And last up is Chandelure. Now, I'm going to try to stay in. I think I'm going to heal up first. Because the reason why I want Greninja to sweep is because I really don't match up well against fire types after this. I mean, I've got a fairy type, a fire type, an ice type, a grass type. The only other Pokemon I could really send out is Hawlucha, if Greninja does go down. So I don't want to risk it. I am going to heal up. And here comes Shadow Ball. Fortunately, that's resisted. This thing has Flamethrower, Confuse Ray, Confide, and Shadow Ball. Remember, it's part Ghost as well, so it's weak to Dark and Ghost. But, yeah. Also, it looks like it has Levitate, but it doesn't, so feel free to use Ground-type moves. But just like that, I mean, first Elite Four member down. That was a piece of cake. That went exactly as I planned it to go. So, thank you, Greninja. And, yeah, that is, Burst 1 done. Also, I did buy a few more healing items off camera, and I'll go ahead and tell you right now, I had over 600,000 Pokédollars, so if you've done everything I've done in this walkthrough, then you probably won't have much of a problem, you know, buying items. Anyway, so that was the top right room. Again, you can take them on in any order you want. Now I'm going to head just right across the hallway and to the top left room, who is going to be the steel type user who we have not met. And I think to start, I think Leo should be the best option. And yeah, let's just head on inside. Because yeah, you either got to take down the Elite Four champion before you lose, or you're going to be back in the Pokemon, or back by the Pokemon Center. You got to do it all over again. But this is going to be Wikstrom, or Wikstrom, however you want to say it. Reminds me of like Wikipedia. And, you know, look, this is probably just bias here, but he's my favorite Elite Four member simply because he uses steel types. Personally, I feel like the Kalos Elite Four members are some of the more forgettable ones, at least. I don't know, maybe it's just because I haven't played through the games enough. But either way, he's in like a knight's armor or something. Like, this dude's all kitted out. I don't know what that is on his forehead. It looks like a soul rock, if you want me to be honest with you. So yeah, here we go. Hopping straight into battle number 2, the final one of today. These 2 episodes could be very short, but that's just how it is when we're, you know, only doing 2 Elite Four battles per video. So he's going to begin with Klefki. Now this thing has Spikes, Torment, Dazzling Gleam, and Flash Cannon. It also has the Prankster ability. So something like Spikes and Torment, I think it'll always be able to go first with that. And yeah, there it is, popping off Spikes. That's probably what he's going to go for at the beginning. Steel and Fairy is a deadly combo, by the way. So just try to get this thing out of the way as quickly as you can. And there we go. See, we outsped because they didn't go for Spikes or Torment. So yeah, down goes Klefki. And if I had to guess, he's going to go out to Probopass next. Yeah, here we go. Mr. Mario over here. Shout out to the Platinum walkthrough. That's what I named my Probopass. But yeah, this thing's a Steel Rock type. Again, it's floating, but it doesn't have Levitate, so it's quad weak to Fighting and Ground. So I could have gone into Halucha there, but it does have Sturdy, so I wouldn't be able to one-shot it, and then we'd probably get like nailed with a Rock-type move. So let's just go for Surf. Kermit's been getting most of the action in this video, I guess. This thing has Power Gem, Earth Power, Flash Cannon, and Discharge. As you can see right there, it's going to hit us somewhat hard with Discharge, but one more Surf will do the trick. And that's all I really wanted Greninja to do in this fight, so I'm okay with that. And now he's down to his last 2 mons. Next up is going to be Aegislash, his ace. This thing is Steel and Ghost. And I guess, yeah, my best bet would be back into Pyroar. Now this thing, Aegislash, has the stance change ability, so when it goes for an attacking move, it's going to turn into its attack stance, which I don't know if that like boosts its stats. I'm not sure the whole ordeal behind stance change. But, you know, then if it doesn't go for an attacking move, it'll turn into its defense form, which, yeah, you can tell takes, you know, probably takes hits a lot better. And now he's going to go for Sacred Sword. That's a fighting type move, so gonna do a lot to gonna kill. Oh, man, I was hoping that wouldn't kill, but, I mean, you can see this thing is pretty strong. Now, the good news is, remember, Dark and Ghost are super effective on it because Steel doesn't resist Dark and Ghost anymore. At least I hope it doesn't, because I'm gonna go for Phantom Force here. Oh, we don't outspeed. Oh, Trevenant, did I just take you down? Oh my goodness. Yeah, this thing has Sacred Sword, Iron Head, King Shield, and Shadow Claw. Okay, this is a little sketchy now, I'm not gonna lie. Because those were probably my 2 best things for this guy, and they are both, you know, at the wayside. I mean, I can't always revive them in a bit. I tell you one thing, the spikes kind of hurt us, though. Now, he's probably going to go for... I'm not sure how fast you are, is the issue. He's definitely going to go for Sacred Sword. I'm just going to try to go for Surf. We are faster. I doubt this is going to kill. Then again, he's not in defense form. So we take it out. See, that's the big thing. Whenever it's in the attack form, try to hit it, because its defenses are not as good. So, out comes Scizor at the end. Oh, see, here I need Pyroar back out. We know Scizor, it's a Bug and Steel type, so Fire's going to be your best friend. And I was thinking about using a Max Revive, but let's just Revive. We'll sack off Kermit, unfortunately. This thing has X Scissor, Iron Head, Bullet Punch, and Nightshade, so it has some priority. But it's basically an all-out attacker. Now, I'm going to assume we outspeed, because, you know, I'm not going to lie, I'm just lazy and don't want to use a Hyper Potion here. Gosh, the spikes can really hurt you, by the way. And we do outspeed. That's going to be a one-shot. And that'll already do it for this episode. Again, I told y'all it was going to be a shorter one. But that's just how we do these Pokemon leagues. That battle was definitely tougher than the last one, though. And now we have the Dragon and Water-type user left, who I'm hoping shouldn't be too bad. We got a Fairy and Ice-type on our team for the Dragon-type user. We got a Grass-type in Trevenant. But yeah, 2 down, 2 to go until we are able to take on the champion. So we'll be taking down those 2 members on Friday's episode. For now, though, have a great rest of your day, and until then, deuces.